You belong on every ground your feet grace, so don't ever feel out of place. Take up space and belong. This earth is your birthplace. Hey loves, welcome back to the Sensual Genius channel. In this video, I'm going to give my thoughts on the Love is Blind reunion. I already did a video about season 6 review or whatever. So I just want to give my thoughts on the reunion. I'm just gonna give my thoughts. I'm not about to go straight like how I did for the show. But the things that I liked about the reunion was that they brought the old couples back. Like you get to see like the progress that they've made in their relationships. You get to see we get to see like the things that they were up to, what was going on in their relationship, all of that stuff. We get to catch up with them, so that was cute. And also they were involved in asking some of the questions, and I like that because I feel like they actually were the only ones that asked real questions. The old couples and the audience. I don't feel like Nick Lachey and Vanessa asked real questions. They kind of just talked about social media drama and stuff like that. All of the secrets that came out, all of the stuff that happened on social media. It was kind of lazy to me. They didn't get deep with the couples to see how everything was going, what they were up to, and why things happened the way that they did. Like, so it was a lot of unanswered questions that I had, and I didn't like that. But I also liked it was nice, it looked nice. They did it in the studio that they usually use to shoot the show. It looked nice. Decorations, all of that stuff. The way that the stage was set up, all of that, it looked nice. I loved Adie and Amy's dresses. I also love their hair and makeup. They, to me, was the best dress, and they looked the best out of everybody. Also, Brittany was really pretty too. She looked really good. I liked her, how she looked as well. Um, yeah, I like those three were the ones that stood out to me. Um, I also liked that they did touch on the things that happened on social media, all of the secrets and stuff that came out. But I don't like that it was the central. I don't like that it was like the most important part of the reunion. Um, I like the tea being spilled about Sarah, Jeremy, Trevor, and Trevor having a girlfriend before he came was so shocking to me because I thought that Trevor was really genuinely there for love, and I was shocked. Like I was literally mouth parted, eyes big. Like I know he did not get over on us. I thought he was a nice guy. I thought he was there for love, and he tricked us all. I thought he was a big teddy bear, but he really was not. And also, the fact that he was cowering down when they were holding his foot to the fire and questioning him about the stuff that he did pissed me off even more. But it was also very funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was funny to me. Trevor was funny. The way he was acting, like when they was asking questions, he was like, and asked could he go, and I'm glad they didn't let him go. I also really like the moment between Brett and Clay when Clay was telling him that he was a good example of what a husband was supposed to be. But I also feel like Clay regretted what he said the moment that Brett started getting the attention and the shine that he wanted. I feel like he regretted saying who it was. Like it was a cute moment between two black men, like him saying that he was a great example of what a husband was supposed to be, and Brett also sharing that he didn't come from a good background when it came to marriage, and he was unsure, but he did his best. And to see that that's how he felt, and we remember how Brett was on his season. He was amazing. Like the way that relationship played out was amazing, and I was so happy for them. So that was a cute moment. The things that I dislike, I didn't feel like they asked any real questions. They didn't really get updates on like the people who were still together, the ones who weren't. They didn't ask the questions that I wanted to hear and stuff like that. They kind of focused on the drama between Jeremy, Sarah and Laura. Um and then Jimmy and Jess had like a moment that was unnecessary. Like I didn't like that they didn't ask real questions. I also didn't like that Laura was not being called out for being mean to Jeremy. And also, the bean dip situation wasn't discussed the way that I felt like it should have been. They gave Laura the opportunity to apologize, but I didn't care about her apology. I wanted them to address it because that was sexual assault that she was telling her fiance to do on a black woman. And I didn't like that. And they didn't discuss it, and AD and Clay just didn't care. Like, I hated the fact that they just didn't care. I'm gonna give them grace though, because I know how it feels to be black in situations where things like that happen, and you don't want to be the angry black woman or the angry black man, because that narrative is always going to get spent no matter if we're in the wrong or not. So I understand, but I still wish they would have addressed it. Yeah, Laura should have been called out for being mean to Jeremy. They were like putting a lot on him why their relationship didn't work out, but Jeremy was over Laura the minute she threw him under the bus with that bean dip situation. You could tell. You could tell by the look on his face when it happened. You could tell he was trying to work through it, but he couldn't because she was being so mean to him, belittling him. It was too much, and I feel like they let her get away with it. I also think that they let Chelsea get away with being emotionally abusive toward Jimmy. These men got abused a lot this season. Whether that was verbally or emotionally, I don't care, because when women get emotionally and verbally abused, we want men to hear us out, understand us, and not to do it again. And I feel like they deserve the same thing. I also don't like how they tried to make Jimmy the villain. Like, they was really trying to make him the villain when it was between the situation with Jess and Chelsea. Also, asking him why he didn't just leave Chelsea when he realized that things wouldn't work out. I feel like they were on him too much, and they allow her to get away with being emotionally manipulative and abusive to that man, and I don't think that was fair. I didn't like that Sarah was being dragged but not Jeremy. That was 100% just sexist. Why always holding the woman accountable when it was him who made the final decision? He shouldn't have entertained her. He shouldn't have talked to her all night. And I don't feel like they dragged him enough. But I ain't gonna say that she didn't deserve it, because she still was wrong. I didn't like that they didn't ask Jimmy and Chelsea if they were together, because I was curious. I wanted to know if they were still together or if Jimmy was still standing on business. Like, I wanted to see if he really still had the balls and he wasn't with her. But of course, I found out by watching other reviews that they were together, or that they were together sometime after the show. I don't know if they're still together, but they did date. I did find that out, but they should have asked, and they should have asked more about their relationship too. I don't feel like they did. I also didn't like Clay's crocodile tears. That apology he gave, him trying to make it seem like he was remorseful of what he did to AD. I wasn't buying it. And you know what pissed me off? He kind of almost made me empathize with him. And I know that he was putting on a show. And it pissed me off so bad. I hated it. Also, the fact that AD still dated him, because I saw that they were dating. They were together or whatever. But the fact that she didn't say a definite no that she would give him a chance. I didn't like that. Like, girl, did you not learn your lesson? Also, the fact that she went on a date with Matthew just kind of shows the desperation. She is desperate to be with a man, that she would go out with a man that played with a man that used her father's death to play on her heartstrings, and doing the same thing to another girl. That was crazy. And then he left with Amber. He didn't even care enough to stay for you. And you went on, she said 2 dates with him, but probably more than that. I think she was downplaying it. Why would you do that? And they showed the footage of him literally telling them the same thing. She just, ooh. I also didn't like that they didn't ask Kenneth and Brittany any questions about their relationships and like what really happened, because it just seemed like his mood changed out of nowhere. They didn't get on Kenneth about the way that he was acting. They did say that he acted like he didn't care in that moment where Brittany was crying, and I'm not gonna say he acted like he didn't care because everybody don't react the same way to certain things. So I'm not gonna say that because I probably would have reacted the same way he did. But I think I would have been more empathetic toward a person crying though. I think I would have like stayed to try to console them, even though I'm kind of awkward when it comes to somebody crying. I would have given it my best, but I don't think that his reaction, because I feel like people we be judging people's reaction to things too harshly. Like everybody is supposed to react the same way. That's not how it works. Not all of us are over dramatic. Like not all of us are super emotional and over dramatic that we have to make big scenes out of everything. Not all of us are like that. So I gave him grace when it came to that. But I didn't like that they didn't ask them no real questions about their relationships, and they talking about their good friends, and they talk every day. But like y'all relationship fell flat as soon as y'all get into the real world, but now y'all can be good friends. I really wanted that situation to work out, but if it wasn't meant, it wasn't meant to be. But I still didn't get the answers that I wanted. Like, I still didn't. Maybe I gotta watch some interviews or whatever, but I shouldn't have to do that. They should have got to all of that at the reunion. I also didn't like that they gave Jess too much time to grill Jimmy. Like, the things that she said Jimmy said that was mean about her were not mean. They were not mean. Like, I was like, what is she talking about? Like, they literally was making him feel like he was doing something wrong, and I did not like it. And I don't even care for Jimmy like that. Like I mentioned it earlier, but I didn't like how they only covered stuff that happened online. They literally took the questions and the drama and all of the stuff that was unfolding online and made a form and apply it to their format. They didn't do any real interviewing. They didn't do any real like it just didn't feel like a real reunion, because it was a lot of questions that I didn't get answered, and it was a lot of unresolved things that I didn't like that they didn't touch on for real. Also, when they were asked grilling Sarah Ann about what she said about, oh, we're just putting on a show, and boy did we put on one, and trying to make it seem like that show isn't for entertainment. This show is for entertainment. That's why y'all, because I found out that they invite people to Love is Blind through the DMs. That's why y'all do that, because it's for entertainment. Y'all don't really care to match couples, because if y'all did, then y'all would look at applications of people who trying to go on the show to actually find somebody, but y'all don't do that because y'all invite people based off of whether y'all think they would be entertaining for the show, based off of what y'all see on social media. And this cast was trash. It lets y'all know that y'all are not doing something right. Y'all need to vet these people better. This cast was trash. The women were just as bad as the men. It was not just the men. The women were just as bad, and they got away with a lot of stuff, and I did not like that. Also, basically trying to cover their butts, because I learned that they got lawsuits and stuff like that out against them. One is a grape, because I know we can't say stuff like that, a grape charge from one of the thing, and that's messed up. That's crazy. That stuff like that shouldn't even happen on their watch. But whatever. And I learned how this is set up and how the process is and stuff, and it's actually ridiculous. And I kind of feel like they had that like buffet thing to show us that they feed them, but that didn't show me anything. That just showed me that y'all was looking at the stuff that people were saying online, and y'all wanted to prove that y'all didn't run things the way that people were saying. Y'all were trying to cover y'all butts, and that's why y'all did the reunion like y'all did. y'all was getting exposed left and right and y'all couldn't handle it, so y'all tried to cover y'all butts, and I didn't like that. I give the reunion a 6 out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10 just because I had so many things that I wanted to know that they didn't ask, and I don't like that. I don't like how they wasn't keeping a lot of the people accountable and questioning them about a lot of the things that they did that were not okay, how they let some people get away with things. I didn't like it. So yeah, you getting a 6 out of 10 from me, and that's really all I gotta say about the reunion. But thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't know if I'm gonna put these two together. I might separate it and I might put these two together. It depends. But thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about the Love is Blind reunion. I know I'm a little late, but not really, because people still talking about it. But let me know what y'all think about it. Do y'all think that the reunion was good? Did y'all like the way that they did things? Do y'all think they were trying to cover their butts? Do y'all think that they asked the couples the right questions, or what? Did y'all get all of y'all questions answered? Let me know in the comments section. But thank y'all for watching this video. I'm sleepy, so I'm about to get off of here. I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Before you go, check out my website at srgraham.org and subscribe to my mailing list to get exclusive updates on works in progress, other news, and blog posts. Thank you.